Hi, this is Robert Schein with Blanke Schein Wealth Management, and I want to take just a few seconds of your time today to put what we're going through into perspective, both in life as well as in the financial market. So I appreciate your time. There's three main big picture positives that I don't believe, and that's why I'm doing this video right now. People are taking the time to take a deep breath and look at the positives perspective. Number one, yes, this is a medical crisis, the coronavirus, that we've never seen on a global proportion. And yes, in the United States, we're now testing, and so the numbers are going to go higher, not lower. We know this. This is something that we can definitely predict. So it shouldn't be a surprise when it's reported in the next few days, even weeks to come. But what we do know is that what's not being reported is that the United States medical community, as well as around the globe, our science and technology leaders, are working together, sharing information at a pace that's never been done before. Yes, we've never seen the coronavirus before, but we've never met an economy and a technology, place, and time at the same time. So we're at the epicenter, I think, we're going to see some real medical breakthroughs and technology breakthroughs, medically speaking, that we've never seen before. And that's not being reported, but I think the science and technology journals that we're reading right now, that's something important to have faith in. So that's a very net positive. And it's going to, as rapidly as news is being evolved, stay tuned for that, because that's very important. Another thing is that the size of fiscal and monetary policy, essentially that just means that the Federal Reserve, as well as Congress working together, they're all on the same page. Financial markets have disrupted and come down quite substantially over the last 22 trading days, which is more than enough to get everyone's attention. We know that the economy has come to a grinding halt. It's a $22 trillion US economy. And if you take that down just by month, you're looking at a 1.8 trillion, 1.9 trillion stop. So what fiscal and monetary policy are going to come in, and they're going to inject in multiple ways. Treasury Secretary Steve Mnuchin said that the government's going to be there, and this is about the second to third inning of stimulus. So you're going to see more Congress as well as fiscal stimulus coming out in Washington to bridge that gap. And what's ultimately going to happen, one, we need it to happen quickly, and I think from 2008, 2009, it will happen sooner than later. I think we've learned our lesson there. As well as once this stimulus hits not only here in the United States, but also globally, other policymakers around the world are lowering interest rates, also helping out. You're going to have so much stimulus in the system that this is going to catch up, and again, catch us up in terms of growth. So we might see a couple quarters of contraction on GDP, gross domestic product, which would then indicate recession, technically speaking. But you're also going to have that gap filled with regards to the amount of stimulus. Again, second to third inning out of 9 innings. And that's a welcome analogy right now, considering we don't have any baseball out there. And then finally, you're going to get a private to public partnership. More and more companies are stepping up, helping their employees, keeping their employees as best as possible on the payroll as we get through this, because we're Americans and we will get through this. But you're seeing sports stars and entertainment step up and sort of do their fair share to make certain that the employment rate doesn't hit where, unfortunately, it could hit. But I think it's not going to be as bad as we all think it is, because we're going to step up. Every single person's going to do their share. Take some time right now. Spend some time with your loved ones. I mean, we have a very active household in our household, and all of our extracurricular activities have stopped. But at the same time, this is that moment in time where I actually get to spend time with my family on the kitchen table in the afternoons, where I'm not running around like a crazy person, and get to see my wife on nights and weekends when we actually have a calendar that actually fits for our four kids and 4 families and very active. So, I mean, it's a blessing in disguise as we're all going through this. Those are little key things that I think are important to just take note of, take this time, and we're just saying prayers to everyone that needs it. So thank you for your time.